Welcome everybody to the Falcon one-shot. On the agenda, we have Acaratus here today. I want to say it's Acaratus. You're not Acaratus, are you? Acaratus sounds a lot more better for you. I'm going to call you Acaratus. Anyway, we have Acaratus over here. This is a game that just hit early access not too long ago, as a matter of fact. Maybe on the 25th, if I'm right. 25th, 26th, one of those days. Really fun little SRPG game. Really reminiscent of something along the lines of Front Mission. And the building mechanic of these mechs is what's kind of really fun about the game. After you find the equipment, cores, legs, arms, you'll be able to kind of craft your own unique mech for combat, and all these parts are going to have different type of abilities attached to them as well. You can make like a tough, axe dude. You can make like a crazy long-range sniper. Really fun in the building mechanics. I want to get into this as soon as possible and show you what I'm talking about, though. So we're going to try out a campaign. It should be noted this is really early access, so everything's going to be kind of limited to what we kind of can check out over here. A leader is born. A decade ago, the known world ripped itself apart during the Valerian Conflict. The war left a scar that was not yet healed. After the war, Helios crowned himself emperor. It was the battlesuits that secured him victory. Battlesuits, they're talking about the mechs, obviously. They're still in service, utilized by the Helios Guard to keep what is left of the peace. After the crowning, Helios signed the Unity Act, making it punishable by death for citizens to possess a battlesuit. A few nobles and merchants went against Helios' demand. Adina, a slave dealer from Trilid, kept the battlesuit hidden as a precaution. Helios believed in the power of his machines. The religion of Mechanica arose, supported by funds from the Empire. The Church of Manju, on the other hand, was first frowned upon, then condemned, and now the Helios Guard cleaned up the streets. Slave trade became a growing market, and slavery was encouraged among the privileged. Check your privilege. Rootless slave dealers rose to great wealth. Slave dealers like Adina, for whom nothing was sacred. But Adina was betrayed by one of her slaves, Bolt. In trade for his freedom, Bolt alerted the Helios Guards about Adina's battle suit. But the Helios Guard is not to be trusted, and generals gave orders to eliminate everyone. But then something happened that no one could have foreseen. Bolt saved Adina's life. In order to survive, the slave dealer and the slave started to work together. Alright. I really can't wait to see this actually, fleshed out eventually, too. So we have Adina, the slave trader, and then we have Bolt, the actual slave. I can't believe you did this. What? Saving you? Well, sorry, madam, for being nice. No, you turned me in, and now the Imperial Guards are after us, waiting outside. Oh well, you should have thought about that before sending me to get executed. There's only one way to get out of here alive. We have to take this old piece of scrap and fight them. Are you insane? I don't know if it will run, let alone being able to maneuver it. I will do it. I was a soldier during the Valerian Conflict and used one of these back then. You in the Valerian Conflict? Are you joking? Which side were you on? No time now. We have a small window of surprise, but I will need your help. The visibility of the battlesuit is bad, so you will have to direct me on the ground. Alrighty. So we're going to get involved with our first little piece of combat here. This is going to be really simple. All we have to do is take down one dude. But I want to get to the part in this video where we can make our own mechs and show you how that works out, because I feel that's the most fun part about the game, just customizing your own mech over here. So we're going to move up to here for now. And that's all we're going to really do, so let's go ahead and end our turn from this point onwards. And we have this guard over here. Shot me a little bit, huh? Let's see, how much HP do we have at the moment? How you doing here, buddy? We are at 12 of 20, so we only have 20 HP max, so we're kind of low already as it is. But again, we have a battlesuit that hasn't ran in ages, so we definitely have to fix it up here. So we're gonna move forward and do an attack over here. We can 25 to 61. So tag him. Oh, he blocked. What a piece of work. I can't attack anymore. I'm out of action points. So our action points are indicated down over here, as you can probably imagine. So we're done ski. We have to end our turn here. And luckily the game is easy early on, so he's going to always turn around and expose his back to you to show you the backstab feature. And with the backstab feature, one hit for the kill. So, again, this is scripted to work out that way. Otherwise, you wouldn't have no chance. So we'd have our victory over here. Come on. Come on. I used to hide in that barn. Come on. I am not going in there. This antiquity is falling apart. I need to make adjustments. What about the Helios Guard? That's why I need to get these hub of jink running properly. I'm not sure why I called it a jink, but it's a junk, really. It is a Class 3 battlesuit. Oh, then all is well. Let's take a trip to the Inquis Island with these to enjoy the beach. We need to get as far away from Trilid as we can right now. Great, you run along. Me and my battle suit are going to the barn to powder our noses. Have a nice life. It is not your battle suit. Hey, it is not your suit. Come back here. Alright, hidden treasures. You have found these items after leaving the barn. Equip them in your armory to strengthen your army. So these will work as, you'll find cards which you will use in combat to give you, like, additional, I guess, skills and abilities on the fly. You don't necessarily have to use them, but they will give you a little bit of an edge in combat. And you have, over here, a piece of equipment for your mech. So we got 2 dashes, we got 4 guards, and we have the shelter plug. So we'll go ahead and return over here. And yes, I know how to move the game right again. I got it. So over here is where you... Please, game, I got it, I'll do it. Don't you worry one bit, I got it. Here's where you'll be able to build your mech on the fly. So at the moment, we don't really have any items to really equip ourselves with. But what we could do is we found a shelter plug. If we check this out, it's going to give us 10 more HP, which is great because we only have 20. So it brings us up to 30. And also, it's going to give us a 10% increased damage resistance. And most importantly as well, it also blocks us from being backstabbed. So now backstab damage will be negated from us as well. I think it tells you somewhere around here. I'm not sure where I read that before, but at some point I figured out that that does actually block any backstab damage. Alrighty, well, we have now equipped it over here. And this will get more intriguing once we find some more parts. But for now, let's go ahead and save Bolt over here. That's fine. And here's where you add a few more pieces to our army. So you could have up to, like, what is it? 8 mechs in the field? That's pretty neat. Alright, let's cancel out. And this will be our card system here. I guess we'll add these guys into our deck just so we have them ready. Good. You can build your deck over here, and this is to build your mech, obviously. Alright, so we're done over here. We have to go to Trilid. We have an enemy with a leadership of 30 over here, and we'll get some rewards for this. You enter a large foundry where molten metal runs through the bottom canals. Someone stops you in the tracks. Defeat the enemy's leadership 30. Let's go ahead and attack. This will be, again, another really, really easy battle, so nothing to really worry yourself about here. Alrighty. This is a smaller dude. This guy, his body is this way because when you actually use his core to make a mech, you'll see how interesting that shows up, actually. So, for now, we can dash if we want to. I could also leave my friends behind, because I can dash, I can dance. Everybody, okay, I'm going to stop that. Let's, come all the way over here and get an attack off if we can. How's their boy doing down here? He's almost dead, as you can see by his HP there. So, can I attack one more time? No, we're out of, action points, so let's go ahead and end our turn. What I could have done right now, actually, after ending my turn or before doing it, I could have used one of my cards, because I had enough CP to actually go into a guarding stand. So after you attack, if you have like a card that gives you guard, you can also just guard and prevent any sort of counterattack damage, which is actually pretty neat. Let's have you come down towards here. We'll just use dash later. He's almost dead anyway. Cool. Victory! Early on, these are just like tutorialized battles, so don't expect anything too difficult. I guess after you can build a few more mechs, it'll kind of throw some more difficulties your way. You defeated the enemies and may continue your journey. Excellent. Here we go. Hidden treasure. So we found the Northerner legs, we got the Northerner core, and we got the crossbow as well. This is essentially the remains of our dude that we just defeated right now. So let's return. Now on the map, we'll see, this will be, I'm pretty sure, randomly generated each time. So right now we have treasure over here, and then up here is going to be kind of like our goal, right? So we want to come down over here first. And we found Blade of Gods. Oh, this is going to be all random every single time then. I never saw the Blade of Gods the first time around. I got like this weird, like, crazy double-handed, I guess you could, well, what the fuck was it? It was like a double-handed hammer type of thing. It was redonkulous. Cool, but that's fine. I'll take that. And let's see, move down through here, and come to the chest here. Got a strength card. Gives a friendly unit 30% more damage. We have Overwatch. Unit will be busy and attack any hostile units that enters the Overwatch face line. Oh, that's pretty neat. And we also have a pressure controller. 50% increased critical damage and 20% increased movement range. Interesting. Huh. The only thing I'm upset about is it doesn't seem like we are finding... We're not finding enough chests here to make ourselves another bot. Which is unfortunate. We might. There's only Northerner cores, though. Alright, we'll give this a try. Hold up. So, return here. Let's go into our mech area here. This is Bolt. That's the dude that we have. Let's go into adding another one. So let's start off with the Northerner core instead. So here we have our core. Now we get to attach pieces to it as well. Let's go into necks. What kind of legs do we want? I'm going to say movement of 750 and movement of 650, right? 30% increased life and 40% increased damage. Let's make this guy like really, really tough and tanky. Got some legs over here. Do we have enough arms for you? I don't think we do. But I'll give you the Blade of the Gods, which is 7 to 17 damage, and you could also counterattack as your trade. There you go. And that's all we have, huh? I guess I'll give you the Doom Horn. 30% increased critical chance and 30% increased critical damage. So I'll give you Doom Horns through here. Oh, you have one. 50% increased critical damage and 20% increased movement range. I'll give you the pressure controller over here as well. And that was over here in the back. So it's really neat. You can just kind of attach things all over the place like Legos and stuff. So that's pretty neat. Crossbow. Can I give you one of these too? I can. So you have like ranged and a straight up melee attack. That's pretty neat. I'll go with that one. So I can give you a name now too. You'll be Killer Dead God. Killer Dead God Robo Man 5000. That's the best name of all time there for you. Let's go ahead and add another one. Let's try the isolated core. See how this one looks. And all based on the cores, you have like different layouts. So for instance, this core does not have any top additions as you can see over here. So it only has like arms and apparently feet. So let's come over here and we'll give you the Northern, I guess? Yeah, I guess we could do that one. 650. This will give you more HP, which is fine because your core is pretty weak anyway. So let's the mech walk around the battlefield, and same with that one. So let's go to the next one here. And we'll do crossbow. Can we do 2 crossbows on you? Alrighty, you'll be like a straight up, far away attacker. I can't give you the pressure controller, huh? That's unfortunate. And you'll be like a no scope, 360 blasted dome shot. Yo, these are like the longest name of all time, I know, but it actually fits. I'm kind of surprised. Can I add anything to Bolt then? No. I could give you the pressure controller though. But your HP is quite low. What I should have done is actually with Bolt, let's give Bolt the other Northerner core and fix him up. Because right now his HP is really low, so if I, for instance, I'll just break him down. Bosca's core, yeah, really cheap. 20 HP, this will give us 60, so we'll go with that one. And give you the old Stompa legs. And we'll give you the sword. Give you the Squire shield. And I can just plug you the 2 different things here. Neat. We could do this to the front as well, right? So you to the front, and you to the back. So neat. I really like customizing these guys. That's pretty neat. Alright, so we'll save Bolt over here. I guess you'll be Bolt. We already have 2 dudes with crazy names over here. So, that's looking a lot better. Do we have any extra cards to add here? We absolutely do. Boom, 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 boom. Alright. And let's go about checking out this last fight over here. This will probably be the last thing we do here for this video, but I wanted to show off at least the basics to see how it works out. I really haven't gone too far beyond this level. So over here we have a threat level X. You enter a large foundry where molten metal runs through the bottom canal. Someone stomps you in your tracks. Defeat the enemy's leadership 105. Let's go for it here. So, luckily we're a bit more stronger now, so that's fine. We'll move ourselves down towards here. And here. I think those guys are ranged combat dudes, so I'm going to just chill back here and let them come to me. I kind of want to grab one of those little whirlywinds now, too. And see how that works out. Alright, so we're still kind of limited to our walking. I'm going to just chill over here. I want them to come towards me instead. And once they're in my range, we'll probably go in there for an attack. And my turn again. No, they can still attack from afar. That would make sense. Alright, so it's now time for us to start getting closer to them. Let's see. Grants a dash skill to any movable unit. Move in a straight line while having a bash attack that deals 7 to 12 damage. So, what if we went down over here? And then we do dash on you. Ha 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 ha! Ah, you scumbag. Love that attack. And we could also give ourselves a 30% more damage for next turn around. Let's... Actually, no, let's just guard. Guard this time around. There you go. So now we're also guarding. Let's end our turn here. And any sort of damage that we take should be reduced now. We blocked it completely, as a matter of fact. So these cards, again, as I mentioned, really, really useful in combat. It's our turn again? It is. You're going down, my friend. You're indeed going down. I guess I could have probably done... Can I attack you one more time? Let me do a strength, and no more action points. So for next time around, we'll have a 30% boost. Had I used that last turn around, we could have probably killed him in one turn over here, but that's fine. And our dash is back, though. Let's use dash again. Boom! Get your ass down. Zoom in, too. So you're not really fixed with the camera. I can move the camera around if I want to. Zoom in, zoom out. You have defeated the enemies and may continue your journey. Excellent. But that said and done, guys, we're going to wrap it up here for today. I just wanted to give you a little bit of a look, a little bit of a peek into Acaratus, one or the other. But it's a really fun game. It's just obviously really early access, I want to say right now. The campaign, there's not much fleshed out just yet in terms of the story. But it's mostly just trying to get the basics down in terms of the mechanics and the combat, which is looking pretty nice so far. So nothing to complain about there, obviously, other than just refinements and more additions down the line. But I'm really enjoying this here the most. And once you get more people involved, you can get more mechs over here being controlled. And we can at one point use the killer dead god Megatron, Det 50,069, Blazed, whatever his name was, at some point. But I will wrap it up here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you enjoyed the game, description below should have all the information about it. I will catch you next time.